In this segment, we're going to cover the definitions and common parameters to better understand the concept of means of protection classifications when selecting and specifying power supplies. Now, the IEC 60601-1 defines means of protection which is closely associated with the various application and medical system requirements. Now, to ensure the highest levels of safety, power supplies being used in medical applications need to be compliant with the various parameters and classifications. Now, specifically, the means of protection refers to the protection isolation that prevents the equipment, whether it's the equipment operator or the patient, from coming into direct contact with hazardous voltages of the power supply. When selecting power supplies for medical applications, it is critical to understand whether a MOOP, which means Means of Operator Protection, or MOPP, which means Means of Patient Protection classification, is necessary for ensuring the user's safety and compliance to your region. Now, here's a general overview of MOPP and MOOP classifications levels. Let's take a look at how you can discern which means of protection classification to start with. This relates to the intended protected asset. Now, an MOOP rating is to protect the operator, and an MOPP rating is to protect the patient. Both classifications have isolation, insulation, and creepage parameters. However, the MOPP parameters are more stringent because patients may not be in a sufficient condition to communicate that something is wrong, for example, drop a device when they experience an electrical shock. The following is a table of the IEC 60601-1 insulation voltages, creepage distances, and insulation requirements for the following MOOP and MOPP classifications. As you can see here, as we increase the means of protection 1 times basic and 2 times double, the insulation, isolation, and creepage distances increase. And to familiarize you with further creepage, creepage is a measure that's the shortest distance along the surface of an insulation medium between 2 conductive parts. This means that the greater the creepage distance is, the greater the insulation and further reduction of risk of electrical breakdown or arcing between 2 of these points. In the electrical medical equipment industry, ensuring patient and medical professional safety is critical. Understanding the many intricacies of medical application suitability is invaluable to medical equipment manufacturers. For more information on how to specify power supplies, whether MOOP, MOPP, or MOPP, MOPP classifications are a consideration, give us a call here at TRC. Our power specialists will review all your requirements, answer all your questions, and even select the right power supply for your application. And to learn more about power supply selection and applications, subscribe to our channel.